All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wabrakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. To the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women out there. To the dead in Yahweh Shai also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. All right. So the reason why, we're involved in what we are doing is because the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai has persuaded us, man. Okay. So let me start this off in the book of Romans 14 and verse 5. One man esteemeth one day above another, another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So you have to be persuaded in your own mind to be a part of this path, this journey, because you're going to be surrounded, when you're in the world, your day-to-day life, going to work, out in traffic, grocery store, whatever the case may be. You're surrounded by people who are not persuaded. So you personally would have to be persuaded in your own mind. There's even brothers in camps, their faith may not be as strong as other brothers, but nevertheless, you have to make sure you're persuaded in your own mind. If a brother doesn't get excited as you do when you talk about the chariots, or a brother doesn't seem to get as excited as you do when you talk about deliverance, well, don't let him take that excitement and that joy off of you. You got to be persuaded in your own mind. Things are happening. So it's clear, Esau's up to something. These elites are up to something. And I've said it in one of my videos, how I believe the so-called coronavirus is only given if you take the vaccine. And then information's coming out. That's basically how it's spreading. Okay? You still have those who may not be persuaded in their mind yet. You have those who are still kicking back, oh, this is all going to blow over. Well, that's not what this lesson's about. This lesson's more so about why we do what we do. When we go out there and teach and we're speaking to people who really are not persuaded, they really don't care. We believe, we care. We care so much that we're persuaded enough to go out there and do this because we know this is a part of our duty. Okay? This truth is our job, man. Okay? So I'm going to go to the book of Luke 17 and 10. So likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded, you say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. So we're unprofitable servants. I don't need a big up because I'm going out there and teaching and I'm making these videos. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is so great that what we're doing, if you really think about it, what we're doing is really nothing compared to the glory that the Lord deserves. This is our duty, man. This is what we're supposed to be doing. So if a brother only gets, 100 videos or 100 views, a brother only gets 2 views, a brother only gets 20 views, so what? This is our duty regardless. If a brother don't get no views, if you got a page and you only get 1 view of video, well, hey, we're unprofitable servants anyway. You got to keep making them videos at the end of the day. The scriptures tell you that, honor comes after humility, not the other way around. It's humility before honor. All right. So this is our duty. We're persuaded in our own mind to go out there and teach until Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai removes us off the streets. You're going to have people thinking, well, why are they still doing this and the coronavirus is out there? They're not scared to catch it. At the end of the day, man, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai guides and protects us, man. He's our shield and our buckler. Okay? We're just trying to pretty much not be a part of this world, man. We're not trying to be judged when everybody else is judged. So when we go out there and we telling you to repent, we're really looking out for you, you know? Acts 2 and verse 40. And with many other words did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves from this untoward generation. And how do you save yourself? By not saving yourself, turning to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's really how you save yourself. Okay? Get involved in the ministry. Not everybody's a prophet. You have friends of the prophets who believe what they're teaching, who doesn't, they don't scoff. They take the word seriously. You have helpers of the prophets. Hell, there's been people who have stopped by giving us a hot cup of cocoa or a cold drink of water. And they did it out of the sincerity of their heart. And you're going to have people get delivered off of that, man. This truth is amazing. It's beautiful. So what we're involved in, we, the brothers who go out there and teach, we've been fully persuaded. And we understand, these videos are for the elect. These videos are for the believers out there, man. But even within the believers, you might still have some who get a little shaky and may wonder, at the same time, why do we go out there and do what we do? Okay, because we're trying to be delivered from destruction, and we're trying to tell you to get right so you can be delivered from destruction. But we understand ultimately it's not up to us. Okay? The reason why we go out there, we believe what we're saying. We're not just going out there being mockingbirds. I'm not going out there, speaking of myself, I'm not going out there to be a mockingbird. I go out there because I actually believe the scriptures, man. I actually believe what I was taught and shown in the scriptures, man. I believe it wholeheartedly. 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore we speak. So you see me and other brothers prophesying because we believe, man. We have been persuaded in our own mind. So you'll have those, well, you don't know if this is it. We're not saying the coronavirus is it. There are still other prophecies to be fulfilled. But did you know the coronavirus alone really just speeds up the time a lot more? Let's say the coronavirus goes away for a while. People go back to working their jobs. This coronavirus has weakened the economy even more. Here it is. The economy already was on crutches. Here it is. The economy was already coughing, looking sickly. And then here comes a person just hits the bitch with a haymaker, and she's already, trying to recover. So that just brought the economy back even more. So even if society goes back and people go back to work and you don't feel like you've been affected, the economy alone has been affected. And if they're talking about trying to quarantine people to not spread the virus, Esau could easily say, hey, we're going to do away with money. You got to take the chip. Okay. And then when you take the chip, they might even give you the vaccine, which is really the virus, man. Okay. So we say what we say, we do what we do because we believe it, man. We understand the prophecies of the scriptures, man. All right. And you have a lot of men out there, they may not be prophets, but then they might have thoughts. They might have the desire to be a prophet, to go out there and teach. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if you feel like maybe that's in your spirit, hey, pray on it. Because, man, the time is at hand where, the door is closing. And you don't want to be on the sideline saying, well, I could have done more. You want to be as confident as possible when things get bad and knowing, hey, I did what I could do. Maybe I didn't produce as much as the next brother, but within myself, I know at the same time I did what I could do. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with, having men who aren't necessarily teaching, but they might feel in their spirit they would like to, but maybe they're just nervous, man. You got to be persuaded in your own mind. All right? Because when I first was going out to teach, hey, man, I was battling anxiety, going out there alone and things like that, and it was just really just all the spirit that carried me, man. The spirit that carried me, and you have to have the will to get up and do the action. Okay? So, we are in a business that we pretty much have to be a part of until this business closes down. Because you know what? It's beautiful because this work is our duty. And just like this economy's collapsing, and you're gonna see a lot of jobs being cut off. Matter of fact, let me grab something right quick. Actually, it's verse 4. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. There's not going to be any jobs out here after a while. Things are going to get so bad, you're not going to see people out here working. But guess what other job is going to be cut down? We're not going to be out there prophesying anymore. It's going to be it, man. Okay? The business is going to close up shop along with all these other jobs, man. Okay? So at this current time, the shop is still open. So people are still able to buy freely. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And that includes the prophets. You're not going to see us out there laboring no more. You're not going to see us laboring on the internet, putting up videos. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's where we are right now, man. Today's music really sucks. All this adultery, all this cross-dressing crap going on, the tight jeans. I came up in the era where, having baggy clothes, man. Looking manly, having masculine lyrics. It's like now everything is just materialistic, adultery, just BS, man. And that's the hip hop world. Then when you look at, a lot of R&B music, a lot of this R&B music is just like some oh man, just effeminate, You might like the melody, you might like certain songs, but when you really examine, man, a lot of these R&B singers, man, they're effeminate, they're homosexuals, and women be all over them. But the man is looking at your man, you know what I'm saying? So everything is jacked up here. People selling out just to be able to, become famous, have a music video. All right, man, the daughters of music have been brought low, and it's not going to bounce back. We're at the end. So as the jobs start to decrease, because you have Donald Trump saying, well, he's creating more jobs. Well, a lot of the jobs that he has created are low income jobs that a man or woman really can't make a living off of, man. Especially seeing how, the price on things are actually increasing in value. Okay. And then things start to fluctuate. Okay. You got, just so much happening. But at the same time, the door of repentance is barely open, and you got Jake, lollygagging and playing around or feeling like maybe they should be teaching, but they're not really doing nothing about it. Okay. But, in the spirit, all men not being prophets, if you have the desire to be a prophet, you might want to follow that desire. Okay. You might want to follow that. That might be the Lord saying you need to go out there and teach. Okay. Because the time's coming to an end where us prophesying is going to be a thing of the past, man. When the grinding is low, this is another job that you're not going to see open anymore. All right. But we got to keep working while the job is still open, right? The front door is still open. The "We're Open" sign is still lit up. It's still facing the outside so they can see, hey, if you're an Israelite, we open, man. You want to come hear the word? It's free. You ain't got to pay nothing. This is John 4 and verse 34. Yahushua saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. So we are followers of Yahushua, and we're just like Yahushua. We're trying to do the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and finish it. The job ain't closed down just yet. Okay, the job ain't going to be closed down till the prophets are removed from the streets. And we out there doing what we do because we actually believe it. Okay, this is our first love, man. According to Revelations, okay, I think it's chapter 2. This truth is our first love. And we got to hold on. We got to maintain this until the end of it, man. Okay, then we're not able to teach no more. We gotta apply it. Now it's time to take the game book, and put it to work. Now it's time to put it to use. Everything that you learn, now it's time to apply it, in full force, man. Because it's gonna get bad out here. And all you're gonna have is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for that adrenaline, for that shield, man, for that confidence. So we got to be persuaded and remain in this thing. Okay, because as the scriptures say, we are prisoners of hope. Okay, and like I read in 2 Corinthians 4, we believe, that's why we speak it. So hey, we're gonna keep doing this, Lord willing, until we can't do this no more. And in fact, there's also the scriptures that's bringing the end, according to Matthew 24. All right, but this is our duty, man. This truth, being involved in what we're in, this is our duty. And people may not consider, even if people don't listen to us, how we can just keep going. I'm gonna close out with this, actually. This is Isaiah 62 and verse 1. For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth. Okay? So we ain't holding our peace right now. Righteousness hasn't gone throughout the earth. The kingdom of heaven ain't set up. We ain't received salvation yet. So because of that, we still got a job to do. We still got to push these videos, man. Jumping down to verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And the kingdom of heaven ain't set up right now. So we're going to keep hitting you people with these videos, hoping to edify the elect, the sincere people out there. And for those who kind of find our videos funny or just entertainment, you can keep, finding it as entertainment and funny, because eventually, you're going to be the entertainment, because the Lord's going to mock and laugh at you as well. But for those of us who believe, whether you're a prophet or you're not a prophet, whether you're a man in this truth or a woman who believes, because the scriptures tell you there are women who believe now. All right. All we got to do is hold fast our faith. Okay. Brothers in this truth, hold fast this profession, because this is our profession. This is who we are. If you're a brother who's a dentist, okay, that might be what you do to make money, but really you're a servant of the Lord. That's what you are. Okay. If you're a brother who does construction, that's what you do to get your money, but really you're a servant of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's your first duty. Okay, it don't matter what you do in the world to get your money or how people see you. At the end of the day, this truth is our first duty, and we ain't to give no rest until our race, our nation, is established on this earth. And that's coming soon. That's why you're seeing this kingdom fall right before our eyes, man. And you're seeing brothers' faith increase even more right before our eyes. All right. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom.